Omoyele Sowore versus Peter Obi again in the news. Well, the obedience are making everywhere, very, very sumptuous. And so there is no way you go in any direction and you will not hear something about the obedience. Well, Omoyele Sowore has said that Peter Obi is not new to the rotten system of Nigeria. And so he can't say he does not know anything about how we got to where we are today. And so he is not a threat to him, like Peter Obi is not a threat to Omoyele Sowore. No, me talk more. Now in talk. Make we talk. Make we look the matter into. Thank you very much once again. My name is serious. My name now Lukunle Abraham. This na serious matters on ONIF TV. Me too na serious matter no. As long as say be Nigerian, you be serious matter, you be projects, if you say, so there's supposed to pay attention to. Thank you very much for joining us once again, and thank you for always watching our videos, getting us this far and taking us further. Well, Mr. Omoyele Sowore, the presidential flag bearer of the African Action Congress AAC, has said Peter Obi of the Labour Party is not a threat to his 2023 presidential ambition. He stated this on Friday night during an interview on Channel's television show Politics Today. Yeah, you get him. I should have shown you that video. Okay, I'll see if I can get it. Maybe I should. Okay, all right. Well, according to Sowore, the former governor of Anambra is not new. It's not new to the rotten system, and it's part of the old system that we're trying to get rid of. And so, according to Sowore, the former governor of Anambra State, like I said, is not new to it, that he is a part of the old system that we're trying to get rid of. Omoyele Sowore said, I don't see Peter Obi as a threat. He is not new to the rotten system. Somebody who was Anambra's governor for 8 years, he didn't build any schools, he didn't build any industry, he didn't build a power station. He is not my kind of progressive. I was the only candidate who participated in 2019 that did not stop campaigning or advocating. I engaged immediately after that election in a number of revolutionary activities that took me to jail, and I have been doing this for about 32 years now. Well, that's very, very renowned of Omoyele Sowore. He's been doing that since the days of SUG back then in school, and so he has continued. I know that someday he will be in the reins of power, but my concern has always been that, look, maybe by the time you get close to the reign of power, you might need to drop some of your your enthusiasm sometimes can be taken for arrogance. Can be mistaken for arrogance. But deeply looking or closely looking at him or looking at you, one would know that you have passion. You have passion for change. You have passion to turn things around. You can make things happen, and that's the truth. Omoyele Sowore can make things happen, but I know if Omoyele Sowore, because in fact, if Omoyele Sowore was if he was probably even as much as we have the obedience being a threat to quite a lot of even the major ruling party and all of that, they cannot hide from the fact that they are being threatened by this obedient movement. I saw a video yesterday where even Peter Obi said, my prayer now, just like I told you on this show, that my concern is not about Peter Obi winning election. My concern has always been, will he deliver? Will he deliver? Because I see him winning. I see him winning the election. But I'm like, this guy must not disappoint also. This guy must not disappoint Nigerians. Like, if he disappoints Nigerians, they would throw him out. Nigerians would throw him out. Now that we already, because the Yorubas have a saying, they said, when your hand has not, when you've not laid your hand on what killed your father, then you don't ask. You might just be asking the wrong person. The person that you're asking might just be the one who is holding on to what killed your father. And so I think Nigerians now know the power of their voters card, and thanks to Mr. President for the new electoral bill that gave power to our voters card. And so the concern has not been whether he's going to win. The concern, because once rigging is out of the way, we are sure to do very well in subsequent elections. And so, anybody who gets the attention, or who has the attention of the young ones and the average Nigerians, then I'm sure such persons will get to pass. So all this idea of one person going to one meeting, Wike has just one vote. Makinde has just one vote. That's if he's around. Autumn has only one vote. Even his family member, he cannot really tell who votes for who. My father might be in APC. I might decide to be in PDP, and it doesn't stop me from being his son. And so that's politics for you, And so I see Omoyele Sowore in the reins of power soon. Not now, because heads will roll. Heads will roll if he's given that heads will roll. We are not saying heads should not roll. We're not saying heads should not roll. I'm only saying that he might step on toes that he ought not to. He ought not to step. There are toes that he ought not to step on, and which I'm sure he will be a bit. That youthful thing is still in him. He has to be calm down, all of that. But then he is, a man. He has the spirit of the person we need to be in power. And so, just like Peter Obi said, he's been praying. That prayer must have been recent prayers that, hey, I just pray, God, please help me not to disappoint these people. That's the way it is. Omoyele Sowore, he said he's been practicing, he's been in politics, where things, the days of school days and all of that. And he said he's been practicing that for about 32 years now. Even after elections, he continues to advocate. He doesn't stop. Unlike some people, after election, they take off. They go and leave nobody hears about anybody until another 4 years or until another 8 years. Well, he said, and I quote, that Peter Obi is part of the old system that I've always fought against. I understand where he is coming from. This is 1999 repeating itself. Nigerians want change. Some young people are genuinely interested in change to a different direction, and then they are presented with somebody who worked for the establishments, somebody who has been in the People's Democratic Party and the All Progressive Alliance, Grand Alliance, came back to the PDP and now in the Labour Party. We can be emotional about it, but that's the truth. Well, the truth, there's no doubt about that. You might just be right, but there's nothing wrong with one missing the road, as long as you are willing to get it right. And so, how did he take that decision of leaving the PDP at that dying minute? How did he come up with that decision? Did you also think about that? So, I don't know if you get what I'm trying to say. So let's see it from different perspectives. How did Peter Obi come up with? We never saw any news where Pat Utomi and the likes had a meeting with him and they said, look, come. Pat Utomi is supposed to be the presidential candidate of the Labour Party. That's it. But then being an elder, he's an elderly man. He said, look, we're stepping down for the young ones. Let the young man do it. It's not so. It's the part to me. It's not pursuing. I've been on his teachings and lectures. And I see a man who is passionate for change of economy and all of that. But see his brilliance and all of that. But then must have seen something different in Peter Obi. And if you look, let's just support this young man. Let him go. Nobody called him. So for me, I don't think anybody called. So Nigerians want change, But then when you say change now, when you say we are bringing change, Nigerians are even afraid. They are wondering, what type of change are you bringing? Which of the change? Because 2015, we were buying fuel for was it not 85 naira? We were buying fuel for 85 naira. Suddenly it jumped up to 145. Yet they were still paying subsidy. During the time of Jonathan, they were paying fuel subsidy and were buying fuel at 90, 85 naira, 95 naira. It came back down. And then these people came into power saying they were bringing change. And within a few weeks of coming to power, we started buying fuel at 145. And then it now moves up to 165. And then here we are today buying at 180, 185, 180. I know they sell for more in some other parts of the country. So we'll be skeptical when anybody comes up to say we are bringing change, Well, it's still serious matters on ONIF TV. And you are free to drop a comment, just make them simple and civil. And of course, like I would always say, we are open to your opinions. Let us know what you feel about this particular matter. Some people say that the APC presidential candidate has been have distanced themselves from the achievements of the Buhari regime. They have distanced themselves. They've not been talking about it. Are they in any way saying that Buhari administration has not done well? Because I think on only one occasion, as Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu said, they were going to build on what the Buhari regime is doing or has done. But then, in a way, I see it as a way of trying to woo the present administration to support them, But just like the president had said in about a few days ago, and like I mentioned in that video, that this administration, his regime, as it closes, will not support rigging or intimidation of Nigerians. And like I said, I believe him. If just for what happened in Osun during Osun election, I believe Mr. President on this matter. And if he will help us to accomplish this, his name would have been written in gold. Thank you very much once again for joining us. It is Serious Matters on ONIF TV. Please do share our videos with others. About Kiri, please share our videos, share this video. Let people hear us, let people share with us, let people, don't just be the one enjoying this thing. Thank you very much for joining us again. This is Serious Matters. My name is Olukunle Abraham, and this is ONIF TV. Please do get others to know about us. And so, we'll see you again, Abby. We'll come up with updates. Bye-bye.